Hi, this is Arjun from DCB Bank. I have a question with related to constant customer data monitoring. So, for example, if I go to an Amazon website and if I choose a particular item, I go to the payment window and I do not make a payment. I cancel the order. After some time, if I go to another website or another browser, I would find the discount display advertisement of the same item displaying somewhere here or there, which seems to be pretty cool because the same item I was just trying to buy for 5,000 bucks, I'm getting it for 4,500 or something. But on the other hand, if you see, there's a constant monitoring of a customer activities on digital media, right? So does that increase a kind of insecurity among customers going digital? Another example would be lots of payment mode that has been initiated recently, like wallets or other apps or something like that. So does that increase the insecurity among customer while going to digital? If yes, then how would we deal with that?
See, I'll give you another personal example I myself did. One of my neighbors had put their house up for sale. So I wanted to, rather than go and ask my neighbor what is the price they put up for sale, I went on the website of the realtor website to see how much they put it up in the market. Next day I get a call saying that I'm looking for a home to buy and am I putting my house on the market, which I thought was, I was not doing it for those purposes. As far as all these technologies goes, there has to be a balance, right? And it depends on what we as customers or users of these technologies want to do. Whether we want some of those, Amazon is one of the best companies which does that. Which in some ways it is useful. We get some of the, you look for a certain product and you did not order it, but it keeps reminding you. Even in the compliance and space and all that, companies like Google and Amazon, all that can start tomorrow and be best in the business. But the thing is, the compliance market itself is small enough that they're not even looking at it. This is like small change for them. So no, I totally agree with your concerns related to all these things. And again, this is again based on what regulatory changes do you want to see, given that, back in the US, we have all these things of foreign interference in our elections and all that, using social media. So all these, people have not thought about, what are the other ways that, social media can be used and all that. So that is a big thing happening, not only from, the various technology providers, but also from, from the regulators' perspective as to what controls they want to put in place, what new regulations they want to put in place. Anybody from the...
Yeah, I'll probably just address it from a different perspective rather than on a web. Let's look at it a corporate. The same technology, the same solution of somebody knowing what's happening. In my company, we're an advisory firm, right? So in my company, what happens is everybody, all our emails are monitored, for example. And not just monitored, but so one piece is, okay, compliance, it's being monitored and all that. But the second amazing piece to that is, if I ever want to run a relationship and I want to know who knows who, for example, and I put in a name in the system, it immediately tells me people who have strong relationships and weak relationships. And the strong relationships were identified not only by number of frequency of emails exchanged with an individual, but the time within which the response has come in. So an organization automatically can use multiple technologies. Like, this is one example. You call it a CRM tool on one side, you may call it a risk management tool on the other side, but the data is the same. So yes, that those solutions are also available within the company level, and surely there's a risk, and how the EU has they're forcing folks to actually delete accounts, and you can't keep memories of accounts. And also there are different governments that are reacting differently to it. But from a corporate solution perspective, within a corporate, I think the company has right for its own data, and I think this data is used and monitored intelligently. It serves a dual purpose of both compliance as well as revenue.